Well, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I was going to do this as a live stream, but for the last 45 minutes, I've been getting error codes trying to set my StreamYard up, and it says there is a problem on YouTube. This is momentary. Please try again in a minute. I try again. There is a problem on YouTube. This is usually temporary. Please try again in another moment. For 45 minutes, that's the message I've been getting. And it doesn't seem to be fixing itself, whatever is going on. Now, my first gut reaction was, oh, it's probably my laptop. So tried it on my phone, tried it on the tablet, same problem. Tried updating YouTube apps, same problem. Tried restarting my system, same problem. So it's a YouTube problem. So here we are. Going to do a video upload rather than a live stream. And hopefully YouTube gets their stuff figured out before my scheduled live tomorrow night. So let's just finish off what we started last week, going through and the things that I glued like this and that I didn't want to fold just yet. Let's get those folded and put in their respective spots. Okay, there's that. This was a triplicate fold. So fold here. And fold there. And this is going to go in this pocket here. This pocket and I are having continuous disagreements. To come back to it because I didn't have my glue ready. Da, da, da. I know I have this back here, but thought there was stuff in the interim, but I guess not. So this, fold this down the center. Clean up that edge just a little bit. And again, you can see the pretty lady images coming through. And that was going right here as a belly in the belly band. Another triple fold pocket or triple fold journaling space. There and there. And this I'm going to put in here. Gotta cover that still. I think I only had the 4 that I glued and needed to be folded. Yes. So now we go back to the beginning. I have these digital images from the Paper Outpost that I'm going to use for decorating, as well as I have these pages printed out. I blanked on the creator's name again. Got them on Etsy. So I have this little card to cover. As a tag, I'm not going to like any of these for where it's going, because it's going right here. Blue, purple, some yellow. I don't like any of these colors with that. So let's jump into these, which I think are going to be tall enough. Yes. So I've got those. The ladies obviously are not going to work, because then I'm going to cut half of her face off. And I have these. And again, these are digital images. If I use one and I'm like, oh, I wish I had that one for here, I can always reprint them. I'm not liking how any of those are lining up. Guess I should have some glue pages out too, huh? Okay, I'm going to try to capture that butterfly. So I will be cutting off a little bit of the rose down there at the bottom, but I'm okay with that. Oh, do you see what I did though? This was not even the page that I was wanting to glue. And my pages were doubled up. This is the page I wanted. That makes sense as to why my pages were looked weird. So just glue on this one. I'm going to set that off this side to let that dry. Let's give these a trim. See, I got the little butterfly up top. Give this corner a trim. I don't want to trim a lot off because I want that butterfly on there. Now I could have scooted it down a little further so that the butterfly was a little further down, and then I could have done a deeper angle cut, but I'm okay with that, even though, and at this point I'm like, yep, I did not even get that at the right angle, did I? Okay, well, I'm not going to try to deal with that. So when I put it in here, the butterfly pokes out the top. I've got a nice pretty little tag, kind of matches in the color scheme there. Okay, I have this big journaling card. I'm going up against some greens and some purples, a little bit of oranges, but lots of forestry over here. So I definitely think that I'm trying to one of these. Or do I want to go like total cheater and then it's almost completely designed and decorated? Oops, I'm like, what the heck happened here? Covered up my glue. So for those of you that do live streaming through StreamYard for your YouTube channel, let me know in the comments below. Were you having trouble today getting StreamYard and YouTube to communicate with each other? I can't imagine I'm the only one. And this has happened before where the two programs have had issues communicating. And I'll usually eventually get an email from StreamYard saying, oh, we were having X problems and it appears you were one of the ones affected and sincerely apologize and da-da-da-da-da. But then, it's like, okay, that's all well and good, except kind of messed me up. It messed up my schedule. The apology is great, but, just gives a basic pre-decorated card, journal card. Sorry, I'd realized that I put my corner rounder away. I need to put a little bit more glue on that corner there. she's just going to go right in here. This long, skinny tag. I don't want to do this again so close. But where is the rest of my digital papers? I have these. I don't think the pinks or the purples. Oh, purple actually doesn't look too bad on there. It's not quite tall enough. Just kind of scanning through what's here. And I don't want to use any of these because it's directly across from these book pages. Something a little different. I'll go with this one. It's got some blue in it, which kind of ties in the blue background as well as so it's got some blue here. It's got some blues on here, and then it's also got the blue over here. This tag obviously is going to need some decorating. Let's bring that over closer. Maybe I'll have an easier time of things. Doubtful. You know. Again, just scraping that down, burnishing it, giving a nice little squish down. Again, that squishes the glue, but what it does is it it forces the paper fibers to open up a little bit, and then the glue gets in between the fibers, and then as the glue dries, it dries semi-solid. But it better adheres your papers to one another. When I was eyeballing this, did I eyeball it low enough, or does it still say over Washington? We shall see in just a moment. Just a smidge there. Let's round the corners on this. Let's start with that. Okay. My new stencils. This. Where'd my glue page go? There it goes. I'm like, why are we not stamping? Just kind of sort of cover up that over Washington. Try to peek out from down there on the bottom. And then, let's see. I'm going to leave that for the most part. I'm leaving it blank to allow for the receiver to kind of decorate that how they choose. That's in there. So we have this card. It's a lot of blues. Dropping papers, sorry. So it's a book page here. Get some paging behind that. Just got to pay attention to the words that are in this on this book page because it is a religious type book. So just so that it stays a neutral journal. Because again, this will just get posted up on my Etsy, so I don't know who will end up purchasing it. So I want to make sure that what am I? Sorry, I lost my thought. That even if there is some religious undertone, I want it to be as non-denominational as possible. And a lot of this is going to be covered by this, so. You saw me kind of lining it up, and that was just looking at to see what was going to be visible, what part was going to show. Just getting a little book page in behind there. Trim this off. Trim this off. We have this. We're going to take this. Ink that edge up a little bit. And then we're just going to put this down here in this corner. Up to this edge up here. Now again, I'm not a straight corner person. I prefer all of my corners rounded unless it's, angled at the top in the shape of a tag. But as far as like my journaling cards go, I don't like the 90 degree. I think the rounded corners really just help finish it off. I want something right there. Let me grab my Tina. Tina, shabby dabby doo-dah. Done a lot of cutting out of her stuff. I just haven't. I got to organize it, see, because it's like this in here. And I really need to organize it by like within this. Like I want to keep it in here because this is her folder, but I want to have like little envelopes inside here of different different stuff. Like have her bows, for example, in one spot, her labels in one envelope, her street names in one envelope, and so on and so on and so forth. So I kind of want it to pass like where the two meet, but then that puts the bow really low. I love her bows. I don't use them often enough. I haven't used them in quite a while. So I do have a blue one. I'm going with blue. Blue. Still digging. Still digging. I got. Seems like that should be in a kitty journal. I like the black. So thinking something along those lines. I'm like, I'm going to go down just a little bit because it said something about skirts and then it went off into something, whatever's underneath there. And it's like, that could leave some imagination, inappropriate imagination as to what they're talking about. So we're just going to move that down a little bit. We're going to cover it up. And nobody will ever know it's there unless you watch this video. Trying to get my edges of the bow here. I really need to get my ink out because that is quite dry. We're going to put this. Now, the irony of I didn't want it to be religious, I was careful about words in the background not being of a religious nature, and then I put Church Street. The irony is not lost. Okay, so that goes in here. I don't know if I want to put a tab on there or not. I may put a tab on there. Okay, this is already decorated, so we have this here to do. You know what I'd like? A paper that I dyed purple with lace. This is cover that first. Down here. I so want to message people and be like, are you having issues? Can you try to schedule a live stream and tell me what it does to you? So Kitty got her package today. She's like, oh my gosh, I got so busy and I forgot to, she was going to pay for shipping. And, I know she got busy and I didn't, I'm like, whatever. Wasn't worried about the cost of the shipping. And so when she messaged me today, I said, don't worry about it. Just consider that your birthday present and enjoy. But when she starts crafting with her stuff, because I sent her a large flat rate, if it fits, it ships box full of stuff. So like, that's all I gotta say. When you start crafting, girl, you better be showing me what you're making, because I want to see it. I mean, obviously she doesn't have to show me anything. Make sure that's sealed down. More glue on the corner there. Just using the ink pad to do the edges there. I may go back and decorate that more. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, I got this piece here I need to do. See, in this, I feel like I want some more of this. Not this. Some more of these. This is book page. It's the shine. You can see the shine on it. Dyed with Kool-Aid, maybe? That'll fit on there. Get the glue page. We'll have a little bit of that orange at the top. Now, normally I would not mix and match like real photos like this with digital prints, but because I have pages in there from a book already, I almost feel like it's necessary to incorporate more. Like I have some as part of the signatures. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Get stuff off of me. I'm gonna slide this under here, let that sit for a sec. So like I have like this, right? This is out of a book, and it's a real photo. So I feel like I need to incorporate that in other places to make those signature pages make sense. So this is water. Okay, turn corner, flip it over, line up your corners, hold it in place, line your scissors up, and in theory, your two edges should be the same. Okay, so what do we want to put on here? I feel like I want some die cuts on there. Do I still have any out for this project? Because like a dingus, I was actually cleaning my desk off and put a bunch of stuff away, and then I'm like, oh, those were supposed to go in my project box. Let's see what that one looks like. Parts. go. I'm like, why am I so hot all of a sudden? My fan was facing the ground instead of me. So I've got plants in here. These in many different colors. These guys. These ladies might be too tall for this. I don't really. Not really liking those. Hey, listen up, ladies. Cooperate. You're getting hung up on each other. Kind of like in real life. Not wanting to do what's best for them. I'm on here for almost an hour already. I was thinking. Okay. I like these. I don't think I like anything behind them. Again, if I was being smart about it, I would get my butt up right this moment and grab my sticker maker. But am I going to do it? No, I'm not. Where's my rag? Okay, I don't know. Let's grab another one. It's just a dry wet wipe. And then put some glue on these. Go maybe this way. Trim those off the bottom. We're going to call that good for now. Oops, totally off camera. Nope. So I'm just going to leave that in there for now. May come back and add stuff to it. I don't know yet. But for now, I need something to add. Let's pull that out so it doesn't glue itself. I need a card to add here because that'll help this keep that from bouncing back and forth. I'm going to paper clip this for right now. Well, that glues. I have some paper clips on there. So yeah, if I put a journaling card, because this back pocket is very open, this card wants to flop around when you flip the pages around. So if I put, a journaling card, for example, and I put it in here, that will help keep it, it'll fill the pocket up a little bit more and then make it so that it is less floppy. I was using this just kind of as a measurement. It's a good width, but I need it about yay tall. So be cutting down some more for that later. I'm going to leave this out while this dries. I need another card for here. And card for here. Go behind the belly band. And then that will be it for signature 1. So off camera, I'll be cutting down more cardstock to fit in these extra spots. You have another, I gotta make one for here. Yeah, a couple I need to do. And while I'm at it, I will go ahead and cut all the ones that I need for signature number 2 and have them in place for me to then decorate along the way. It doesn't look like I have a whole lot needed in signature 2. I need something for here. A card for here. Card for here. Need to finish this. And a card for under there if I want. I haven't decided yet. Just want something tall here. Something for in here. Decorate. So, yeah. Coming right along. But we are right at an hour for this. So I'm going to go ahead and end for now, and we will talk to you in the next video. But in the meantime, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, do all those YouTube-y things. I greatly appreciate it. Again, what that does is it gets me into the crafting algorithm. And by continuing to comment and like and share and all of that stuff, it keeps me on that algorithm so that more people see my content. I'm also scanning, trying to figure out, there it is, trying to figure out where my mouse went. So I appreciate any support that you give. Thanks again for watching, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye.